This is Margaret.
And we're the Cousins Weird. Hi, we're in harmony. I've been singing extra a lot lately. I don't know what's...
You're just extra.
I am. Singing about everything.
I am extra in a different way. No, I just got over that horrible stomach bug that was going around. And it was like 2 days worth of horrible awfulness. And I felt so bad. I actually took Pepto-Bismol.
You hate Pepto-Bismol.
It's like the vilest substance on planet Earth.
Did it help?
It did.
Oh, good.
I had to take 2 doses the first day, and then it worked. And then the next day, I needed to redo that.
Oh, God.
And what it is with Pepto is got that... I actually like white wintergreen, but Pepto makes me not like wintergreen because it has this aftertaste that just doesn't go away.
Yeah.
And then you only take Pepto when you feel like shit.
Yeah, so it gives you that feeling that you're going to be yuck.
Yeah.
That you're sick. So you shouldn't have that flavor in your mouth any other time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't hate Pepto, but I'm not looking for it.
I don't like it.
Because I must feel bad if I'm taking it.
My sister Jessica would drink it if, like, it was like a liqueur of the gods. She loves it.
That's nuts to me.
Jessica, if you're listening...
You're a crazy person.
It's insane. Even as a kid, she's like, oh, I have a stomachache.
She'll, like,
give me some Pepto.
Pretend stomach aches just so she gets Pepto.
She's, you know those little pink candies?
Oh, God, I hate them. They're Pepto.
She loves those because they taste like Pepto.
Mm-mm.
I actually used to like the little pink candies are okay, but it's actual Pepto-Bismol.
No, I don't like that.
Don't try and sponsor us because we are not having it.
I'll take the sponsorship. Don't listen to her. I don't care who you are. If you want to sponsor us.
I'm saying it tastes like ass, but it works really good to make your ass stop like a faucet. That's what I was dealing with. It was unpleasant. It was so unpleasant. I was vomiting, and then when I wasn't vomiting, I was doing something else. And I don't know which was worse.
Yeah.
It's both bad.
Both are bad. I hate, that's my least favorite thing.
But I will say, I was the only one at my house that got it. Thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Because when you have little kids that
they
have
puke
that,
all over the bed.
and they shit all over the bed, too. Because they don't realize.
And all of a
There's
sudden,
no
they're
holding
going.
it.
Yeah.
It's just like you have a bed full of puke and poop. And it's terrible.
Poor
like,
little baby.
I'll take it. And you guys don't.
Yeah, I'll take it for the team. Thank you.
If I'm cleaning up a poopy, vomited diarrhea bed, I'm going to be puking too, so.
I thankfully did not get sick this week. I did have a really long week. It felt like at work. It's a short week, but it felt long because we had our federal audit, and that was fun. But it's over now.
It's over.
Thank God.
Woo! And then school will be over soon.
School will be over soon. I have a 4-day weekend. Rich and I are going to Cooperstown Saturday and Sunday to see the Avett Brothers. I'm really excited.
Yeah, good
yeah.
I'm going to Watkins Glen Corning Glass Fest this weekend with my sister.
We're just movers and shakers over here.
We are.
No one needs to know that most of the time we just sit in our houses
in front of a fan
and send each other funny TikTok videos or dumb memes.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
Pretty much. Oh my God, Colleen, watch this YouTube video from Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty brilliant. Because I'm stupid and I vote.
So, that's what's happening. And I know our schedule is still not on track, and it probably won't be when life's busy, but we still will get 2 episodes out every week. We just don't know what days.
There might be a week where we don't have an episode just because we're trying to change our schedule when we record.
Yeah.
So, like, this summer, we're going to be recording probably on Wednesdays or Tuesdays for the following Monday. So, because Colleen is lovely and wonderful and does the editing for the episodes. And...
it just gives more time.
It gives you more time. Yeah.
That turnaround time.
Yeah. So, like, the Terrible Trends, they edit pretty quick because they're short, but a lot of times the
Terrible Trends are super easy to go through.
They take a little longer.
Right. Because, I'm going through and listening for sound quality, so they'll hopefully sound even better. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not, but I'll be able to relax about it.
At least 1 week this summer where we're, like, I know I'm going to be out of town for a whole week, and...
So will I.
Kelly and I are both going to be gone this weekend, so...
maybe we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
We never know. You never know, but we'll have stuff for you. Don't you worry.
It'll be something. You'll definitely get your Terrible Trend. We're going to be live tonight with that. Well, if you're listening to this, it already happened.
Sorry, too late.
But check Facebook because you can rewatch it. Not live.
Exactly.
The dead episode.
It's dead.
It's not live.
Let's not call it a replay. Let's call it
a dead episode.
Yeah, reanimated episode.
Perfect.
I like it.
The zombie episodes.
Yeah. Okay, so are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so this week we're going to discuss the dancing plague.
I'm so excited because I've looked at this topic a few times and like had other things, so it like kind of went on the back burner. Right. So I'm glad that you picked it up.
Yeah. So
there's a habit of doing that.
I know. It's because here's the thing. Margaret and I have this connection, like almost like twins would have. We're not sisters. We're cousins, but we've always done this, like with different things. We bought your mom the same present like 3 years in a row, like the same birthday present or Christmas something, and it was ridiculously random stuff too. That I don't know how we both found it, kind of thing.
Right.
It was like Wizard of Oz stuff.
Yeah.
It was the same exact, like a pen. Like, how did we both find this pen? I don't even know.
I don't even remember where the pen came from. It was some random
I don't know, yeah. And then we can't... Renee, Margaret's sister, hates to play Taboo with us because we don't even... Like, remember that one time? We, like, spit out the answer.
You guys are cheating. We're not cheating.
We just know each other
really well. Do you remember that guy who used to go to Jamie's? He had glass eye. I remember what we called... No, we're terrible. But, you know...
But we have these weird ways of like I don't know.
We have a long history.
We have a history
and memories like
since my birth.
We remember a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, weird. Margaret remembers way better than I have. Like I have a concussion brain, so there's blocks of history that she has to fill me in on that I can't remember. But other than that, we still have this connection where their brains just kind of
TBI, dramatic brain injury.
I do have a little bit, I think, and not like my brothers, but definitely have. My late teen, early 20 vicinity, it's a haze in there.
Isn't it a car accident?
Yeah. You have that car accident. But it's just weird details that I forgot. Like certain people, I don't remember who they are. And you have to really describe them to me, and then all of a sudden they'll come back. Oh, yeah, okay, I remember now. But just haze. There's a little haze in there. But our connection hasn't broken.
No.
Yeah.
Never.
All right, so we're going back to the plague. So there's been reports throughout Europe of a dancing plague as far as back as the 13th century. And most of the time it was in the area that surrounds the Rhine River between France and Germany. So there were several different times where dancing plagues happen. They all happen during summer months, exclusively affect the peasant class of people. And they also tend to happen during times of hardship and stress. So.
They're just having a block party. Excuse when they're not working.
Yeah, right.
We have a plague that makes us dance.
Stop. The different plagues have similarities, but there's also differences in them depending on where they happened. But most descriptions, people will be twisting wildly, screaming. There was foaming at the mouth involved. That's not the party I want to go to.
No, me neither. That's like somebody got dosed with some shit.
Yeah.
That shit party.
It's like, did they find the mushrooms? I don't know. Maybe they were hallucinating. I don't know. Some had visions while dancing, and they appeared to not be able to stop, even though they were in pain. Like you could tell in the descriptions that they didn't want to do this, but they couldn't stop doing it. So it was like
ergot poisoning.
Some even report that they would make animal sounds and rip off their clothes, and there were some reports that there was some sexual intercourse happening during it. Like, not wanting to, but it was just happening.
Like demon possession shit where they're having a group orgy?
Yeah, something like that.
That sounds awful.
That was kind of a vague thing. I don't know. I didn't read it specifically. It was just mentioned in one of the articles.
Is it because they were prudes then and they didn't want to talk about it?
I don't know.
It's like the thing you don't mention.
I don't know. And we'll talk about the the largest, most talked about one. They don't talk about that at all in it. So these may be the other ones that happen around different time periods. In some areas, it lasted only a few hours. Others, it would last up to months of this happening. And it was contagious. So, just like any plague, it doesn't just stay with one person.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could afflict just a couple people in the town or hundreds of people. So there was a wide range of who was affected by this. Now, if this
was like a huge dance mob, hell yeah, I'm in there.
Yeah.
I want to catch me that plague.
Yeah.
But not
foaming at the mouth. I don't want to rip my clothes off.
Or naked having sex with people. I don't think I want to do that.
Depending on where the plague was, it was either called St Vitus dance or St John Baptiste dance. The first documented case of the plague.
Let's name this plague after a saint, because that sounds great.
Yeah. Well, everything was religious orientations back then in the day. They tried to... So, the earliest one that I found was in 1247 in Kolbigs, which I think is near Germany. It sounds like a German name. It said that a dance broke out, and there was recordings. People had written that it was a polluted ring death. Oh no, hold on, rewind. It was a polluted ring dance of sin, Margaret. That's what they called it.
Polluted
ring dance of sin.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, and so that was 1247. In 1278 in Germany, 200 people started dancing on the bridge over the Maas River, and that bridge collapsed because it probably wasn't made very sturdy back then. It was probably just wooden, and 200 people get on it flailing about. It causes bad things to happen. So a lot of them died, but the survivors were taken to a church that was dedicated to St Vitus, where they were miraculously cured, which connected him to...
Vitus or Vitus?
I feel maybe it's Vitus, isn't it?
I think it might be Vitus.
Vitus. Okay, we'll say
St.
Vitus.
Vitus sounds...
Vitus. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so this connected him to the dancing plague, because in this church they were miraculously cured, they said. So some even thought that St. Vitus may be inflicting people with the dance mania when he was pissed at them. Like, you pissed me off. Pew! Then now you have the dance plague. So if you displeased him, then they were starting to think, oh, maybe he was the one. And since they came to church to see him, he cured them, is what their thought process was. Because, everything was a sin.
I just had a funny thought. If somebody cursed us with the Danes plague, we'd be breaking out all our old 90s moves, like the Roger Rabbit and the Cabbage Patch Kid, Running Man, or we'd pretend we were at a rave and just dance like a wild. That's what it was, like a big rave. Like. It probably did.
They just didn't have the
music.
Bunch of
stoned kids flailing around.
Right.
Which is fun. I'm not going to lie.
Good times, but I don't think this is happening then. Mm-mm. In 1360, in Lausitzen town... It was described... I don't think that's how you say that. Lausitz town. Lausitz town.
Sure, that sounds right.
Sounds good. They describe a woman... That women and girls started acting crazily. That was quotations, crazily. Dancing and shouting through the streets at the foot of image of the Virgin.
It's always women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The first appearance of it ended quickly. Then 14 years later, it came back at a larger scale. This time in Aachen, people gathered near the altar of the Virgin, which I'm assuming is the Virgin Mary they're talking about.
I think that's really the only virgin they talk about back then.
They started dancing sporadically, twisting and turning wildly, and it appeared to grip their body and mind. So it wasn't just their body making movies, they couldn't control it. Like, they couldn't control themselves. They were just, it's affecting the whole person. They had to be,
to have something like that happen, though. How awful would you be, I can't control my body and it's flailing around?
I don't want that.
No,
it's like a seizure. But a lot of people, and they're moving around.
But they're probably conscious.
They're conscious, yeah. In Liège, Belgium, they had St. Vitus outbreak. Those afflicted were driven mad. This is funny. They were driven mad by the color red and pointed shoes. And pointy shoes at the time were super high fashion. So there was a lot of people wearing them.
Pointy shoes drive me mad, too. I can't.
I have pointy shoes on today.
I have a square foot, and pointy shoes are the bane of my existence. Like, my foot's not going to fit in that. It has to be square at the
toe. So when they saw them, they would attack those who wore them. And they said they used to kick them. They were kicking people that wore pointy shoes or saw red. So it was so bad to the point that they had to have an ordinance that banned pointy shoes. So that people
oh my gosh. They would have been kicked by the crazy plague people.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, the church denounces the dancers as some kind of heretics because they're associating this with some kind of possession or something.
Yeah, they're possessed by the devil. They're witches. They're going to get burned to the